Jesse Wells, Jesse Wells, Jesse Wells. For those of you who found Jesse Wells on social media or on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, I hope to get you to go a little further to understand the man, his music, his art, and his wit. Hey, I have to tell you, after doing a semi-deep dive and getting lambasted by Jesse's fans, I decided to visit Jesse's catalog and form my own opinion. Stick to the end of this video for some surprises. And if you enjoy what I'm doing here, tap that like button and please subscribe. It really goes a long way to help us out here. Hey, welcome back to the Long Island Sound podcast. I'm your host, Steve Yusko. And today we're going to dive headfirst into the discography of arguably the most exciting, talked about, and ridiculously prolific artists working today. The one and only Jesse Wells. The Arkansas native, often invoking the genius of Woody Guthrie and John Prine, has absolutely exploded onto the scene, not just with his viral videos, but with an unparalleled volume of music that has earned him 4 major Grammy nominations for the 2026 awards. We're going to trace his journey from the early indie rock days to the recent transformation into a modern-day folk protest hero. And boy, do we need it now. Get ready, because this is going to be a deep dive into the artist who truly throws away the lid on convention, the formative years, and the indie rock grind. Before Jesse Wells was a Grammy-nominated Americana powerhouse, he was Jesse Allen Breckenridge Wells, born in Ozark, Arkansas in 1992, and he started playing guitar at the age of 11, and his early influences were massive: folk, country, classic rock, Motown, and giants like the Beatles, Bob Dylan, of course, and Nirvana. His career begins in earnest in around 2012, performing under the name Jesse Wells. This era saw him releasing a flurry of DIY records like the albums Indian Summer in 2012 and When We Die in 2013. This same time, we saw him co-founding the band Dead Indian in 2012, which released albums like Lead Me to the Sky in 2013. But the search for success led him to Nashville and a brief run as an indie rock frontman. Under the mononym Wells, he landed a deal with 300 Entertainment, a major label with big names on its roster. This was a massive shift in genre, moving from acoustic folk roots to a heavy rock sound. And it really kind of blew me away when I listened to his early takes. But I thought it was really kind of cool, with his raspy vocals, once compared to burnt toast. But I still love his voice. It's so unique. In 2018, he dropped a full-length rock album, Red Trees and White Trashes. Critics called it dirty rock and roll. Critics, what can I tell you? And the heft and complexity to earn the Grammy attention even back then. He toured heavily with bands like Greta Van Fleet. Oh, I got to do something on them. Love that band. And Rival Sons. But after hundreds of shows, successes remained elusive, leading him to feel the investment had failed. He eventually moved back to his home in Arkansas. Then there was the Rebirth and the folk protest movement, and so critical for our times, in my humble opinion. Now, here's where the story gets fascinating, and Jesse Wells truly found his voice, in my opinion. After relocating to Arkansas, a family health crisis snapped something inside him, and he started doing what he calls singing the news. He channeled his lyrical strength into creating quick-turn, politically minded, and wickedly humorous songs, often recording them outdoors near the power lines. I don't know about you, but I can't help just scrolling from song to song. They're just amazing. Birds is really cool. It's a great song, and it's probably one of the reasons why I ate crow on the earlier episodes about Jesse. The output is nothing short of breathtaking. He released, now get this, 128 recorded songs in a 12-month period leading up to this past April 2025. Hey, while we're at it, why don't you drop me a comment and I'll send you Jesse's discography, and I'd like to get your opinion and feedback in the comments. Just comment Jesse in quotations and I'll send it out to you. I respond to everyone. Jesse's poignant, comedic, and biting lyricism covers everything from the war to corporate misconduct to the fentanyl crisis. He is praised for delivering nonpartisan social commentary that is universally digestible by almost everyone. Ththese timely songs, performed with a simple guitar accompaniment, quickly went viral, skyrocketing his followers on platforms like Instagram and TikTok. This unprecedented volume of work led to some unique logistical challenges, namely fighting intellectual property theft to combat song pirates from uploading his recordings and profiting from them. Wells had to release huge compilations of his field recordings. This resulted in the massive 63-song compilation album, Under the Power Lines. And I got to be honest with you, really, Jesse Wells has blown up the Long Island Sound channel. I have gotten so many comments every day, mostly really good, but people really held me to task, and I really appreciate those who comment and actually watch this channel. I hope you're liking it. This album, the album which came out Under the Power Lines with all those songs, captures the biting commentary across 6 months of social media output. It's so crucial that it earned him a Grammy nomination for Best Folk Album for the 2026 awards, and I'm rooting for Jesse. I hope you are too. That's happening in February. Grammy glory and studio albums. Now he pulls it all together. Beyond the viral field recordings, Jesse Wells has proven that his quality really matches his quantity, releasing a host of studio polished material that showcase his masterful wordsmith status. He even came to New York and he had sold out shows. He was on, as I said earlier, the Stephen Colbert. I saw him do a duet with Joan Baez. I mean, I'm just so happy for Jesse. I even had one of Jesse's neighbors comment to me about, and holding me to task about how wonderful this guy was. He's just a regular guy. They met at a farmer's market recently and they talked about his touring. Anyway, back to it. In 2024, he dropped a full-length album, Hell's Wells, released on the 4th of July, adding to his tongue-in-cheek lore. The album features provocative protest anthems like War Isn't Murder and Cancer. Another album was released in 2024. Songs like Walmart gave more personal tracks like New Moon and See Arkansas. But the real focal point came in 2025 with his studio album Middle, released this past February. This album departed from the hyper-present protest anthems, yet it solidified his status in the American roots genre. American roots genre is kind of a catch-all to me. This album earned him 2 of his Grammy nominations, one for Best Americana Album and the second for Best American Roots Song for the title track, Middle. Furthermore, the track Horses from Middle earned him a nomination for the Best Americana Performance. We also know he charted with the song Wheel from this album. Looking forward, Wells shows no sign of stopping. His highly anticipated album Pilgrim was released on July 4th in 2025, featuring the single Pilgrim. Hey, you know what? Jesse Wells is just not a songwriter. He's a necessary voice connecting with multiple generations through confrontational and empathetic folk music. He is truly the voice of the poor and the working man, tackling real issues with the spirit of punk, but the delivery of pure folk. Now, to help you navigate this massive catalog, I'm going to give you this breakdown of key songs and albums by date and genre. So again, comment Jesse in quotations in the comments, and I'll send it out to you. What an incredible journey. Jesse Wells truly embodies that relentless, unapologetic spirit of American roots music. He tried the traditional route, he failed, and instead of giving up, he leaned into what he does best, telling the truth in rapid, poetic fashion, all the while in standing in front of a tree line. Whether you prefer dirty rock of his Wells era or the intense lyrical focus of Under the Power Lines, the field recordings, or the polished Grammy-nominated Americana of Middle, Jesse Wells is making the music that matters right now. His successes proves that sometimes, you just have to keep failing forward until you find the exact right audience for your voice. I'm learning that so much. as a 64-year-old man. He's just not singing the news. He's writing the soundtrack to our turbulent times. If you're ready to dive into that deep well of soul-quenching lyricism, start with the incredible album Middle. I listened to the whole thing from beginning to end, kind of like the old days for me. And it really has a powerful track called Horses. Well, that's all I've got now for Jesse Wells. Please comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me your favorite Jesse Wells song. He's so prolific. More and more going to be coming out. I'd love you to comment and please subscribe. And as I say, be generous with your joy. Keep your spirits high and let the music take you on a journey. Be well, everyone.